together for Mr. Bill Muse!
Unless I think it'll help. Well, how y'all doing? I'm glad to see you all survived the big inaugural day windstorm. Trees down, power out, was pretty awful. And our neighbor to the north, British Columbia, got a little annoyed with us about the whole thing. Well, not really. They understand the storm wasn't our fault, but apparently there are about 100,000 garbage can lids up there they want us to come get. And I know one of them's mine. Speaking of British Columbia, who named that place? It's not British. It's not the least bit like Columbia. I have a better name. Canuckifornia. It's the California of Canada, why not? It's the perfect name, and yet all my letters to their government go unanswered. I still love Canada, though. You gotta love Canada. The air is clean, the beer is strong, and the French are a persecuted minority. Almost sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Brazil's kind of interesting, too. It's another foreign country I like. You know that gigantic statue of Jesus they have on that mountaintop overlooking Rio de Janeiro? You know the one, very famous. Well, they're about to start phase 2 of that project. They're going to carve the mountain underneath Jesus into a gigantic Chevy dashboard. A cultural thing. Any newlyweds here tonight? Congratulations, I myself am one. I got married last year, and I was pretty nervous about it because I'm a very independent person, and so was the woman I married. And you know the old saying, 2 birds tied together can never fly. But they can provide hours of amusement. Especially crows, very high play value. And it bothers me that, although we're still newlyweds, she's already using sex as a weapon. She keeps forcing me to have it. Now, I know you're thinking, yeah, right, you're getting too much. Well, you gotta understand, my wife is in her early 30s, and that's peak sexual time for a woman. Now, I had my sexual peak, like all other men, in my late teens. A time when I also had acne, crummy clothes, rudimentary conversation skills, crummy job, no car. Frankly, what woman would be interested? And yet here I am at my lifetime height of horniness. Thanks, Mother Nature, good timing. Now I'm in my early 30s, I have decent clothes, a couple of bucks in the wallet. I can talk about something other than sports or Aerosmith. What I'm saying is now I have the tools to be a stud, to be a Casanova, to be a sex machine, but frankly, I just want to get some sleep. My wife says to me the other day, you know, the average rooster can do it 30 times a day. Oh yeah? Same hen every time? I think not. And when we do make love, she blames me for the wet spot. She says, you know, that's yours. Au contraire, I distinctly recall giving that to you. If you spill a glass of milk, you don't blame the cow. Please, I only have 5 minutes. A lot like my love life. Speaking of sex, you probably read this. Apparently, Jodie Foster is gay.
No!
Oh, yeah.
No!
That poor John Hinckley just can't buy a break, can he? He's sitting in his cell right now going, oh, now it's like shooting Reagan was senseless or something. Let that be a tip to any of you young psychos in the crowd. If you're going to assassinate a world leader and oppress a woman, do your homework, okay? There's nothing more embarrassing than trying to off a world leader and having the woman you're trying to impress turn out to be lesbian. Guys, I think we've all been there, huh? Can anyone tell me what's the deal with body piercing? Pierced ears? Fine. Grandma has pierced ears. And I'm even sort of getting used to pierced noses because I go to Tower Records a lot, but they're starting to pierce lips, cheeks, tongues, nipples, genitals. People, please. If your urge to customize is really that strong, just go pinstripe the car one Saturday. Get it out of your system that way. Don't be poking extra holes in your body. You were born with a certain number of holes in your body, and quite frankly, they're disgusting enough, okay? I mean, what happens to one of these pierced nose people when they sneeze really hard? Does it go squirt down the side like a squirt gun? I don't want to know. Actually, I do want to know. Tell you what, after the show, let's grab some black pepper, go over to Tower Records, try a little experiment.
Think it's better to look like Mr. Rogers?
Is that a comment on the shoes? By the way, I do only have 5 minutes, and it's something I do alone, a lot like your love life, okay? Before I go, I gotta share with you kind of a sad story, or downer, as the kids like to say today. I ran over a kitten on the way here, and I got out of the car, flat as a pancake, and there's a little girl on the side of the road. She's crying her eyes out, and she says to me, "Why, mister, why did my kitty have to die?" What can you say to a little girl in a situation like that? Maybe I kind of panicked. I said, "Little girl, really, it's all part of God's plan. He's just getting even with you for that time you fibbed him on me." And that sort of smoothed things over for her. You didn't have any more questions after that? No, I didn't really. What I really did was I showed her how to tie two crows together. And hell, she forgot all about that stupid kitten. Thanks a lot. You've been great.